What's going on, guys? Brian here, and we have a very busy day. So here's on the agenda. 8 o'clock now. I have a breakfast at 8:30 with a client. I have a call at 11. Lindsay and I have a meeting at 1. We're going to speak at a high school that's local. Then I have 2 more calls. I have to edit a vlog, and then I have to go meet with my parents for dinner. Let's get into this vlog. So hammering out some work now. I have about an hour and a half before I have a phone call, and then I have about 2 hours before we have to go and talk to the high school. I think it's high school or middle school. But I had a meeting with one of my clients, Tim, had breakfast with him. He's done incredible on his program. It's really nice to get some FaceTime with him. He's an incredible inspiration to me, and he's given me a lot of guidance on a lot of different things in my life too. So even though I'm giving to my clients, I also receive, and I think that that's the greatest aspect of my life, is it's all a connection. But it's time to hammer out some projects. So I stopped by Take Root in Franklin to upload something because the Wi-Fi is like 100 times better than everywhere else around, and anywhere else I've ever been. Just blows it out of the water. But I gotta go pick up Lindsay because we have to go do a talk. So, all right, so we are in Franklin, New Hampshire, and we're going to speak to a charter school about essentially the opportunities that you have outside of the town, outside of the city. And so I want to give these kids something positive, something that will hopefully inspire them to do more and believe in more too. Right, bub?
Right. I had stuff in bed.
My name's Brian Pickowitz. I'm a graduate from the class of 2012 from Franklin, New Hampshire. And what we want to talk to you guys about today is really just giving you some insight as to what opportunities are out there. As you guys can see, we have our cameras here. We are both competitive bodybuilders, and we both, yeah, I got my sleeves on. But we both compete in Los Angeles. We live in Los Angeles, and we've both built fitness companies. So essentially, I've worked with 400 clients in the last 2 years in my company alone, and what I do is try to inspire people to get better through fitness. Lindsay has a very similar brand, which she's going to talk about, but we really wanted to give you guys some insight as to what kind of trouble you can get into if you keep messing around while I'm talking. I'm just kidding with you. But no, we want to give you guys a sense of like some of the opportunities, and really honestly, I think that we want to open it up to hear from you guys and some of the opportunities that you want to exist in your life too. So. Yeah. We're at Lindsay's house now, and that was a great opportunity to talk to those kids. They were supposed to be rambunctious and chaotic, and I had no problem with them. We had no problem with them. They went really well. So I think that the more that you can give back and just honestly just be a light of something that's positive for someone. I don't expect that those kids are going to remember anything that I said to them, but I think that showing people some of the examples of what we have, like I talked about meeting Donald Trump and being on the Today Show, the politics things I was involved with, meeting President Obama, and then we segued into bodybuilding and fitness and entrepreneurship. I think that those are great opportunities that make it so that kids can kind of see that there's a lot more out there. And the more that you see that is out there, I think the better you feel about where you're at right now. My biggest advice to them was just don't hang out with the same friends that you have right now if you feel like they're not the right ones. But nonetheless, I have a call with a client right now, Jen, who is absolutely killing it. Biggest thing I really find empowering about my clients is when they're not just accepting it as it is, or they're not just, they don't feel like they're stuck, they're just moving forward, and nothing is ever perfect. But I think that once you decide that you're going to get better and you decide that you're just going to chip away, that's what fires me up. So I'm going to get on this call right now. Alright guys, so I'm supposed to have this piece on here of training chest. The problem is that the mic wasn't hooked up, so it didn't come through. So I'm going to end the vlog here with a voiceover of the chest exercises. So if you don't want to see those, then thank you for watching it. I hope you got something from the video. The biggest thing, like I said, is trying to empower people to do more. So whatever that is in your life, if you can be a light for someone else, and if you can push something positive for them to see, that's my biggest piece of encouragement. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm really glad to share these vlogs back home home with you all, and I hope that you got something from it as you head into your holiday season. So subscribe to the channel if you're new, give this video a thumbs up, let me know what you thought of the video and what the chest training helped you out with if you're watching that. But thanks guys, and I hope this helps you out. Alright guys, so I want to give you some feedback on chest training. So again, I've been focusing on pre-exhausting my muscles, trying to get some more blood flow to the area so that when I actually go and train and go to move into my compound movements, my chest is warmed up. But I really like starting out with some kind of fly to really pump the muscle up so that when you move into your bench press, it's not pre-exhausted to the point of it not being able to move as much weight, but it's there and it's engaged so that you can get a better contraction each and every set. Now I'm moving to more of a pause press here, so I'm bringing the bar down, I'm trying to rest it for about a half a second and then come up. The great thing about this is it's going to help you with strength, it's going to help increase your bench numbers overall. But for me, what I'm finding is implementing this as a new strategy for bench is it's making it so that my shoulders aren't taking as much of the blow because I'm pushing equally. A lot of times what I found in the past is when I got up in the numbers, when I started increasing weight on my flat bench, I would end up getting to the place where one arm was leading more than the other, and that's how I hurt my chest. So doing paused reps are making it so I'm pushing equally, and it's giving me a better contraction overall. Now one point I want to make on this is I move up in reps 12, 10, 8, 6, and then I do 2 sets of 6 at the end. Here I got 5 reps, and as you can see, it's going to happen right here. I got the last rep and I got about halfway and I started to use more of my shoulders and I ended up quitting on the rep. Now if I had a spotter, that would have changed this a little bit, but the biggest thing is if that's where you're going and you start to feel yourself give out, there's nothing wrong with either deciding not to be a hero if you feel like that's what's best, or going forward. Like from here, I started to stop and I just ended the rep. So rather than pushing up and losing my form and sacrificing the ability to keep my chest in alignment, it was far more optimal to do it the other way. Now, incline press, again, you want to focus on that top contraction. I don't want to be going wide. I want to sink my shoulders. The thing that a lot of people do is they stretch really long and they take the movement from their chest into their front delts. And that puts it in a place where you can actually put a lot of damage on your chest. Now, same kind of concept here as it was on the last set of the flat press. When I'm trying to move here and trying to hit this last set of 110s, I could feel it more in my chest. So it started to hurt towards the last reps. And as you can see, my form's a little shaky. So the biggest thing is I have no real ego about how much I'm lifting. So there's nothing wrong with just getting 5 reps if that's what you feel. So the last movement is a machine fly, and I really like this because it helps me expand my chest cavity and get the best contraction as long as I'm doing it the right way. But a lot of people, they end up putting too much weight on the machine, they sink their shoulders forward and they use a lot of their front deltoid. If you guys are doing this, make sure you keep your chest up, keep your back against the pad, and stretch and squeeze as hard as you can. But I hope that this helped you out, guys, and I hope that when you're watching this, you move on to the holidays and have a wonderful Christmas and holiday season.